Hello there and welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is a Empire's Plunder board. So we got some fairly modern sets here. Our trade is nearby, which is pretty simple. Just every time you buy gain a swamp jacks, you get plus buy. It's quite a lot of nice draw cards here. Taskmaster will be a nice village here. Every time if you play Taskmaster, you kind of have to keep gaining 5s during your turns to the Taskmasters just stay out and give you village and money at the start of turn, which is really nice. And of course, there are two extremely good $5 cards here, so that won't be a problem to just keep buying them. I expect Engineer to be quite useful here. There's quite a number of things that are worth gaining. You want to open Sacrifice Silver. You could open Sacrifice Engineer. You can open Sacrifice Taskmaster. The Taskmaster is a little bit of a harder sell due to the this is kind of a bad draw. See if it works. Okay, so we don't get punished for it particularly. We could put an estate on top. Well, what are we going to have money-wise? We need 4 because we'd like to buy a villa here. We could just put a sacrifice on top and buy a pilgrimage also. It's not crazy. That's not crazy. We have the engineer in this next turn, but that's fine. We can gain a villa. Maybe we go ahead and trash and get the Taskmaster in here. And we're just going to keep buying these pilgrims for a while. Pretty much until we have all of them. Or as many as we can get. We're gonna need a villa. Then, okay, so we'll just leave a pilgrim on top. Sacrifice this. We need, like an engineer. For sure. We gotta buy a 5 though. So we'll buy... Okay. Hopefully... They're buying provinces, which is super terrible. Let's get the villa. Let's trash it for a Taskmaster. We hopefully can draw here. Okay. Yeah, this is all looking beautiful. There may be some more. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we could have built up a little nicer by now, but this is still all good. Let's get rid of the estate. Really all we want to do here is buy another pilgrim And another engineer, maybe in a swamp shacks. Swamp Shacks plus Taskmaster is like crazy good. So Swamp Shacks draws cards depending on how many cards you have in play. The Taskmasters just stay in play indefinitely. They're really good. And then the Swamp Shacks just draw like tons of cards. We're gonna start getting some abundances now. Abundance is a card that when you buy an action card gives you $3 back. So buy Pilgrim. So then we got $3. Maybe we'll just do the same thing. We'll just do another engineer. We'll start getting, I mean, we don't want to like have the piles run, but we can start buying Pilgrims now. Or not Pilgrims, Groundskeepers. As long as they're buying provinces, it just doesn't matter. Unless we dud, which is pretty unlikely. Okay. You may want okay. We usually get a top deck to Swamp Shacks instead. City Quarter would also draw tons of cards, though we don't really need it. The Swamp Shacks are pretty comparable. So we are going to need to buy a villa here, unfortunately. That's okay. So we're like getting a little bit low on cards. On piles, rather. Let's top deck a Swamp Shack. But it's all good. I don't know how we want to blow up at the end. I'm sure we can pile out next turn. Well, this is sort of unfortunate. Buys the curse. Okay. I was saying we might have gotten to a point where we needed to sacrifice a thing, but it was fine. How many cards do we draw off this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can play and see. We should be into the Pilgrims now, yeah. All right, let's just get a bunch of abundances. What's the max points here? Here's 7. I mean, you probably got a max green, right? I don't know what that looks like exactly. Like, the estates are surely the most efficient way of scoring here. I don't know if that maxed, but it was probably okay. Let's get a city quarter. Yeah, so I would expect that it's possible to go off much quicker there. Though some of it's going to depend on where you draw your trasher. But I didn't necessarily build that efficiently. Maybe just skip the taskmasters. Honestly, I don't know. I did end up taking more villas than I would have really liked, to be honest. But I was taking all of those mid-turn. Maybe should have switched off the pilgrims to Swamp Shack sooner. I don't know. Quite an explosive board, though. Lots of little synergy things. Swamp Shacks with Taskmaster, Abundance. I mean, Engineer's just having a field day here. All of the 3s and 4s are quite good. Yeah, so explosive board. Didn't probably get it as efficiently as it possible, but definitely enough to beat the AI, no problem. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you all tomorrow.